Hey everybody, good afternoon. This is Lady Sash coming to you. Happy Wednesday to everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. I just wanted to come on briefly because I wanted to talk about the subject of life after death of a loved one. Hi, Stumpy05. Welcome to my scope. I wanted to come on just to have a brief conversation about when you lose someone close to you that you love, and how do you get through after it's over. Hi, Ivan. Welcome to my scope. So, as many of you already probably know, over and over again, I lost my dad March 3rd of this year. And when I lost him, hi Porky, welcome to my scope. When I lost him, I had a really, really hard time of dealing with his death. I cried so much when I lost my dad. I just could not stop crying. I was so sad on the inside. So during the process of losing him and then leading up to the funeral, the anxiety, the feelings all over the place, emotions all over the place, grief. It's just a part of grief. But I cried so much even leading up to the funeral. And then at the funeral, I was just just broken, just so torn. And so after the funeral, that's when it really hits that, your parent is gone and they're not coming back. And, how do you deal? What do you do next? So I was very, 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 very sad over my dad's death. And I just couldn't stop crying. And I wasn't just tearing, but I was boo-hoo crying so much to the point where it was just so overwhelming for me. So I had went online and I found a grief online community. And so I joined this grief community, and there were so many people on there who had lost their parents. And we were all there supporting each other, just saying, praying for you, sending condolences to you. And, just hearing other people's stories of how they lost their parents. So as I began to, meet people in this online community, and as I began to talk to them and hear their stories of how they lost their parents. You had people who lost their parents to a tragic car accident. One girl lost her mother by her mother walking down the steps, and she fell down the steps and she broke her neck and she died instantly. So many people just have lost parents in such a tragic way, and as crazy as it might sound, my dad, when he passed peacefully. He passed in his sleep. Welcome everybody to my scope, Jimmy Sport. I see your names coming in. And this scope today is about just talking about, when you lose a loved one. How do you move forward? What are some of your coping mechanisms? And I'm bringing this platform to Facebook because the online community has really helped me, and it has helped to hear different stories from different people and what they're going through. And some people were ready to just take their lives, from living without their mother or their father. I found this community to be a hope community, the community that I joined. So I just wanted to bring this to Facebook. Let me know if this music is too loud. Can y'all give me can y'all hear me well? And is the music too loud? Please shout out to me. So by joining this community online, I wanted to bring it to Periscope, just to hear from those who have lost someone close to them, and just to hear how you dealt with it, just to hear how you coped with it. How are you coping with it? How have you helped others cope with, the death of a loved one? So if you're out there, if you want to chime in, please do. As far as I'm concerned, because with my coping and with me crying so much, I got to the point where I said, God, I don't want to cry anymore. I don't want to be so sad over my dad's death. You know, I said, God, I want to turn my sadness into gladness. I want to be able to rejoice over his life and celebrate his life. I don't want to cry anymore over him. I don't want to be sad anymore over him. And I've been praying that, and I'm telling you guys, since I've been praying that, God has really been helping me to deal with his death, and I feel finally at peace. And I'm able to celebrate his life. Welcome, first day, RCPP95. So I'm able to celebrate his life, and it feels very, I'm just thankful because I was a basket case. I cried so much over his death. So I just want to know, how are others coping with, if you lost a loved one, how are you coping with it? How can you help someone else who might be in this scope cope with the loss of someone else that they were very close to? So I just wanted to start this platform, and I hope that, you know, as people come in, you share your stories and you share words of wisdom, words of encouragement for someone else who might be in the scope who is suffering from losing a loved one and not knowing how to deal with it, or having a really rough time dealing with it. Some, when you lose a loved one, some choose to live, you know, and try to do better and carry on a legacy. And you have some that are just so depressed, just down in the dumps and can't seem to move forward. But as I was saying, I was so tired of crying. I was crying so much. I asked God to help me. Help me. I didn't want to cry anymore. I didn't want to be sad anymore. And he has truly done that. And now I can look at my dad. I'm staring at his picture right now. And I can just celebrate his life, because he lived a long life. He lived a good life. And I hope I can live life just as long as him, and even longer. But a good life. And I just wanted to come and share my story and encourage those who have lost someone to just take it one day at a time. Don't let anyone tell you how to grieve. Don't let anyone tell you for how long to grieve. I was just one that did not want to grieve so long, because, you know, I found myself not wanting to be around people. And then, you know, you do need your alone time, you know, by yourself. But then sometimes it's good to be around people as well, you know. So I understand. I just had a friend who lost a mom, and I just finished talking to him, and, you know, he just told me about how people's feelings are all over the place, the emotions and stuff, you know, coming out of people's mouths that he never thought would come out, and, you know, people hurting his feelings, and I never thought you felt that way about me. But the person probably didn't, because the person is grieving themselves. So some people grieve by their mouth and pushing out harsh stuff, and some people grieve by being alone. Some people grieve by being around people. Some people grieve, you know, it's all different ways to grieve. So I was just encouraging him to just, you know, hang in there. And, you know, although people have said stuff to hurt you, they may not have meant it. It's because they are grieving. And, you know, it may be one day they may come back and apologize to you after you bury your mom and after it's all over, and they sit and think about how much their emotions was affecting what came out of their mouth. So, is there anyone out there who have lost a loved one and you would like to share your story? How you were dealing with, how did you deal with losing a loved one, whether it's a mother, father, sister, brother, or just somebody close to you? Just wondering how you coped with it. What can you say that might encourage someone else that is listening to this scope, or even the replays? What can you offer? What can you suggest that might help someone else to get over their hurt, their grief, their suffering? I just had also someone else who lost their husband, When you lose somebody, a parent or a sibling, but if you lose someone, it's like a big old empty space in your heart, in your head, everywhere. It just seems like it's so empty. And it's because you lost a big part of someone that you were close to. So that's what they're going through right now, just the emptiness. They're coping, but when you lose a loved one, you have to keep going on. It's just like your new normal, knowing that they'll never come back, but you hope to see them again. And it's rough, but it does get easier as time goes on. So this is going to be part of a scope that I'm going to probably start on a regular basis, because the online community is really well. It's good for people who are suffering from losing a loved one. So this is probably a platform that I'm going to bring to Periscope, where we can discuss and people can join in and just share your coping mechanisms of how you are coping with your loss, and just bring some suggestions and some wisdom and some comfort to those who are suffering. So I just wanted to put this out there. I'm not going to stay long. Hello, SU6HH. Thanks for joining. I'm going to be signing off. For those who have replayed this scope, join me for my next scope as I'm going to come back on. This might not be a good time, and no one is feeding back to me, but I see people joining in. Hey, Sergi483, welcome to my scope. Welcome. So, I hope all of you have a blessed day. And for those who have lost loved ones that are close to you, hang in there. Prayers are with you. Hang in there, one day at a time, and you'll be okay. Things will get better. It certainly have gotten better for me. I thank God. I'm able to celebrate my dad now. I wanted the tears to stop, and they did stop. Not saying I'll never cry again. I could see something in the store that reminds me of him, and here they come. But they stopped, and I feel at peace, and I'm so glad, because you have to lose someone. I'm glad my dad died peacefully. He died in his sleep. So he died peacefully. He was a peaceful man. So he died just as he was, peaceful. So everyone hang in there. Hi, Sir 122. All right, so I'm going to be signing off, but everyone have a wonderful day, and I'll be coming back on again. And God bless you all. And remember, there is life after death of losing a loved one. God bless you.